Sorry, I was waiting for the heads up. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We have an off-site tour today, so we have a small crowd with us. I'd like to welcome you to our Homeless Impact Commission, and I'd like to call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Cratson,
Present.
Commissioner Paget,
Present.
Commissioner Latanzi, absent, Commissioner Hearns, absent, Commissioner Harris. Chair Tamir.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't arrange for an invocation today because we were going to be on an off-site tour, but I would just like to take a moment before we do the Pledge of Allegiance to ask for guidance and safety in our tour today and our travels. And thank you all for joining us. Amen. Carol Crabson is going to lead us in the pledge. For all of those that can stand, please stand.
Good morning, everybody. If you would please stand and face the flag or sit and face the flag. Put your hand over your heart and let it repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may sit down.
Thank you, thank you. Okay. Approval of our regular minutes from March 17th. Do we have a motion and a second to approve those minutes? March 17th. I know. We've had some time between this.
I'll make the move to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Kara. Thank you. Okay, so we'll all vote. Thank you, everyone. Motion carried. Okay. At this point, we have one comment card today. We have a public comment card before we adjourn to go to our tour. My apologies. So we have with us today, with a public comment, Andre Wen? Andrew Wen. My apologies. Andrew, please come forward to the podium. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Andrew Wynn. Thanks, number one, for having me up here to speak for just a few minutes. This is my first time that I've ever been to anything remotely like this. But just a little background. I'm born and raised here, been in and out of the Antelope Valley for a long time. I've lived up and down California, in Washington State, Virginia, and New York City. And one thing that I've been able to see throughout a lot of my traveling experiences is that there is a very large amount of homeless population, and it seems to be growing, as I'm sure y'all are very aware. So I'm really thankful to see that there is action that's being taken to help out this population. I've experienced very light homelessness in my life, and I have an uncle that has been on and off the streets for a very long time who was diagnosed with mental illnesses, substance abuse, and he was sober for a while and then eventually decided he wanted to be back out on the streets. So I understand that this is a really dynamic problem. As someone who lives here, and I drive, I like to walk, I've used public transportation. I've noticed particularly in certain spots that there is some of the population growing. I work as a roving educator, substitute teacher with the Antelope Valley Union High School District, and I've worked this last year over at Antelope Valley High School, and I've noticed particularly down by the train tracks right in front of the police station that there is encampment, and within the last 2 months there was a fire over there that was lit. I've also noticed that on K and 15th, there's an encampment right over by the freeway that was once cleaned up and seems to be growing even larger again. I'm not really sure what the solution is to any of this stuff. I think this is more for me just to say, hey, this is going on. So I appreciate the opportunity to say that, and I hope to learn more about how I can become more involved in helping out this cause because I do think it's important and I think it's impacting our community. So thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. I would only comment, I think, are we in a position where if we, somewhat, even on the city website, I think it talks about that we're open for positions on this commission. So the fact that you took it upon yourself to come up and do this, like you said, you've never done it before, but I would encourage you that if you have that passion, to go on the website, put your name in the hat to be one of us and come up here and try to make a difference. I mean, I would encourage you to do that. I mean, we need folks like you that are willing to take time out of their day to come here and even do what you just did. So if you think it's something that's in your wheelhouse, I would encourage you. My start with this was no different than yours. So that's all I would say. And appreciate your time, too.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Troy. I was going to say thank you for your service to our high school district. It's a very important position and a lot on your shoulders for that. And I'm sorry for your family. I think we're all here for a reason because it touches all of us in some way or another. We all have these struggles, and we appreciate your coming forward. And I echo what Troy said. If you're interested, please, put in a word that you're interested in serving. We'd be happy to review it. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. And I know it's hard and it's difficult, and especially if it was your first time doing something like this. We all understand that as well. So thank you for being here with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Today is an unusual day for us, Andrew. We're going on a tour. So that's going to be the end of our meeting here. So at this point, do I just adjourn?
Yeah, you're just adjourning to the specific location at Valley Oasis.
Okay, we're going to adjourn today for the tour at Valley Oasis at 310 East Palmdale Boulevard. Carol, are you ready for that?
We are ready.
Will you accept my apologies for not joining because of the walking?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you all. So we will head out to Palmdale.
Is that something that I can be a part of or no?